This movie traumatized me. It's I'm telling you, 25 minutes into this movie, I was emotionally spent. And it's 100 minutes long, and it feels like it. Basketball Diaries, 1995, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Welcome back to Streetball Strategy movie reviews. So I just watched this movie, and pardon the sunglasses, by the way. I'm not trying to be a douchebag. It's just watching myself in the viewfinder thing. It's weird. Anyway, so I just watched this movie, and I couldn't wait to get over to the park and record my review of it because it's nighttime. I haven't shaved. I didn't want to wait. Wow. I couldn't wait to review this movie because I am so incensed that, is that a word? Is that right? This movie shouldn't be on Esquire's best basketball movies list. It shouldn't be there. It's not a basketball movie. It has basketball in it. It uses basketball as a plot vehicle to help get across the points of the story. It's not a basketball movie. So this movie came out in 1995, and I've known about this movie. I've known of its existence, but I've never had an interest in watching it because I knew also that it was a drama and it wasn't fun, so I had no interest in watching it. Because of that, I didn't know anything about the movie. I didn't know anything about the plot. All I knew is that it was a serious drama. And when I spend time watching a movie trying to entertain myself, I define entertainment to me as number one being the story. So if the story is amazing, it doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't matter what genre of movie it is. It doesn't matter who the characters are, who's starring in it, what the plot is. As long as the story is amazing, it doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't matter what genre it is. It doesn't matter what actors it has in it. None of that matters as long as the story is amazing. Of course, the story is usually not amazing, right? Amazing stories are rare movies. And in the situation where the story isn't quite amazing, that's fine, as long as there's good humor and or cool special effects and action, right? That's entertaining to me. Funny and cool action, that's what I determine to be entertaining for me, usually, if given the story isn't amazing, right? That's fine. The story doesn't have to be amazing, but as long as it's funny and or there's cool action, I'm in. It's fine. So knowing that Basketball Diaries existed, but also knowing that it was a drama and it was super serious, even though I didn't really know what it was about, I haven't seen it for the last 25 years. So let's break this down as I normally do. Basketball Diaries is about a Catholic high school basketball player in DiCaprio who goes from playing on his high school team and being, I guess, one of the better players on the team, even though he's super small and super skinny and completely unbelievable as a basketball star. He goes from playing basketball and sort of being a troublemaker with the other friends and teammates on his basketball team. He goes from sort of just neighborhood troublemaker with his basketball buddies to being addicted to heroin. And then everything goes downhill from there. The end. Sorry, spoiler alert, that's what happens. As far as the cast goes, Leonardo DiCaprio, it's his movie, he stars in it. Small side part by Mark Wahlberg being usual Mark Wahlberg, especially teen Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, who as Marky Mark is one of the most talked about performers in popular music today.
Tough one. Why are you so tough now?
But it's Leo's movie. He shoulders the whole thing. He acts his butt off in this movie. It's a super hardcore drama with a lot of extreme emotion, and he is nailing it. He's going hard in this movie, I'm telling you right now. As for the direction of the movie, have you ever seen an after-school special? Have you ever seen a 90s after-school special? Here you go. This is it. This is what you get.
You've been missing these? What are you gonna tell me, they're vitamins?
And you want to stop, you really do. But it's like a dream. You can't stop dreams. They move in crazy pieces any way they want to. And suddenly, they're capable of anything.
It's just an after-school special with more money, better actors, better direction, but it's still that. It's still an after-school special. And it's a cautionary tale, right? It's to warn people of the dangers of getting addicted to drugs. And for me personally, fortunately, I don't have any personal experience with that. And I don't know anyone close to me who has had that either. In terms of movies that are about drug addiction, and I haven't seen or recalled many, but this has got to be top tier in terms of that genre of movie. In that sense, did this movie accomplish what it set out to accomplish? Did it do what it was trying to do, which is to be a cautionary tale about drug addiction? Oh yeah, it definitely nailed that. There's no doubt about that. I mean, one of the major questions to me when I watch a movie, like if I'm watching a comedy, is it funny? You know, did it make me laugh? If that's what its goal was to do and it did it, then it's a successful movie. In that sense, this movie hit the mark. It was dead on. But it's not fun. It's rough. Wow. So my problem isn't with the movie. It's a good movie. It's a good quality movie. It's what it's supposed to be. It does what it's supposed to do. You can't deny that. It's a drug addiction movie. It's a cautionary tale. It does that very well. It's not for me. I didn't enjoy it. I guess you're not supposed to enjoy it, but it's not fun. It's not supposed to be fun, but but the biggest takeaway is that it's not a basketball movie. My biggest problem is with Esquire.com. What is going on? Why? How? This is not a basketball. Why is this on a basketball movie list? It shouldn't even be on like a bad basketball movie list. It's not a basketball movie. There's nothing about the basketball scenes that are memorable or stick out other than Leo DiCaprio being super skinny and it's like, what's the deal? I mean, this is before he gets hooked on drugs. He's already super skinny and he's supposed to be kind of leading this basketball team in Manhattan in the Catholic high school league thing. No. And so the movie came out in 95. I guess it's supposed to be set in 95, but it seems, it feels like it's like the 70s. I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't feel like 95 in Manhattan. It feels like 1972. And the basketball looks like it's from the 60s. It's just not, it's not good. It's not a basketball movie. It shouldn't be on a basketball movie list. It's terrible. At a higher position than Teen Wolf? Are you kidding me? No, come on. No. So let's answer the questions that I always answer at the end of these reviews. Is it a good movie? Yeah. It's... I can't call it a bad movie because it's not. It's not like it's terrible. I mean, it makes you feel terrible. Mission accomplished. But it's not a bad movie. I mean, if you're looking for drug addiction, cautionary tale, teenage guys, this is it. You know, it's top tier for that, man. It's right in there. Yep. It's... But if you're looking for anything else, if you're looking for any kind of entertainment, especially when this is supposed to be a basketball movie. No, it's bad. It's a bad basketball movie. It shouldn't even be considered a basketball movie. I don't even remember what the second question is. This movie traumatized me. I'm telling you, 25 minutes into this movie, I was emotionally spent. And it's 100 minutes long, and it feels like it. So the second question is, does it do what it's supposed to do? Is it what you expect it to be? If you have the right expectations, yes. It's exactly that. And maybe then some. But if you expect it to be a basketball movie, no. It's not. If you expect it to be a teenage cautionary tale of drug addiction, yep. It definitely did that. So it is that if that's what you're expecting. Should you see it? If you're watching this channel, probably not. Because this is a basketball channel. Basketball, you know. This is not basketball. This has nothing to do with basketball. They use basketball in this movie to say, hey, this kid, he used to be just a regular kind of, you know, coming from a rough situation, single parent family with, you know, hardcore thug buddies who are on the basketball team with him and who are troublemakers, and they go from that to being addicted hardcore to drugs. Where was I going with this? So they use basketball as a vehicle to give the example of this guy used to play basketball in high school and he had a promising future doing so, and now he's on heroin forever. And I know it's not forever, but it felt like forever watching the movie. So they use that as a way to say this kid used to play basketball. Oh, and let's quickly touch on why the movie's called Basketball Diaries. This 17-year-old basketball star, he has this like notebook, like a journal, like a diary, where he writes down his thoughts to reflect on the days passing by and the events that take place. He narrates to you verbally what he's writing in his diary throughout the movie. So you not only get to see him acting in the movie, but you also get him narrating the movie by what he's writing in his notebook. And a lot of time it's straight dialogue, but also sometimes it's like poetry. So I guess that's why it's called the Basketball Diaries, because while he was going through all of his addiction stuff, going from being a high school basketball player through his journey of being addicted to drugs, he kind of documented it all in this diary, and he called it the Basketball Diaries, I guess. I don't know. I never read the book. It's, the movie's based on a novel. It doesn't... It feels misplaced. I feel lied to by Esquire.com. Why would you put this on the basketball list? It's not right. It shouldn't be on there. Should you see it anyway? Should you experience it anyway, knowing everything I just told you? Not for basketball reasons. I mean, no. If you're looking for basketball movies, this is not it. You know, if you're in the very small, I would guess small subgenre of people that are specifically looking for this kind of movie, then yeah, of course, you should definitely see this movie. You should definitely experience this. The story and the acting are phenomenal if you're looking for this kind of movie. But if you're everybody else, no, don't do this to yourself. No, don't. Stay away. Please. I'm begging you. So that's my review of Basketball Diaries. Like I said, I just got done watching the movie. It's nighttime. It's dark outside. I can't go straight over to the park to record my review, and I wanted to do it while it was fresh. So I did it here. It's Christmas time. Yay. And so thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking out this video if you made it this far. That's awesome. If you could also subscribe to the channel while you're still here, that would be great. Hit that notification bell. We're gonna keep going down through this list. I believe the next movie on the list is Sunset Park. We're gonna do the movie next week. I'm gonna have a few more uploads next week, it being the week of Christmas, so there's going to be a few more just to sort of have a little bit more content coming out during the holidays. So make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified of those videos, and I will see you guys next week. Wow.
East champs, dog, get it right. Trust you wanna play, bring your ball in your nights, let's go.